Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to take a look at some of the Git advanced commands that every developer must have under their kitty. It would really make your life easy if you are well versed with these commands and can use them in your day-to-day activities. The topics that would be covered as part of this video are listed here. First is git add patch, which lets you add specific lines of the file to the staging area. Next is git rebase interactive, which lets you squash multiple commits into a single one. Third is git commit amend, which lets you amend the latest commit. Next is git cherry pick, which lets you cherry pick selected commits from another branch. And the last is git reset head, which will let you remove commits from your local history. Okay, let's take a look at how git add patch works. So I have a sample project here, git advanced project, and I have switched my branch to a branch named patch. So inside this folder, I have a file called application.yaml. So if I do git diff, so there are changes in 3 lines that I have made here. One is changing port 8000 to 8001. Other is 9000 to 9001. And the last one is port 443 change to 4431. Now let's say the requirement is I don't want to commit all these 3 lines. I just want to commit the line where I change port 9000 to 9001. So how would we go about this, right? So before I came to know about this git add patch command, so what I used to do is take a backup of this file, revert all the changes and make the change again for only port 9001 and then commit the file. So this is kind of a tedious way to do it. Git add patch simplifies a lot with these kind of requirements. So let's see how it helps. So if I do git add -p, which stands for patch, and then the file name. So it basically waits for an input from us. So it's presenting to us something called as a hunk. So it's asking stage 1 of 3. Do you want to stage this hunk? Now there are a bunch of letters that follows like Y, N, Q, A, D, J. It might look scary at the beginning, but the way to take a look what all these means is put a question mark and say enter. So it will present you what each of these letters mean. For example, Y means yes, go ahead and stage this hunk. Hunk is nothing but a portion of the changes that we have made. So in this case, it's presenting us the line where I've changed it to 8000 to 8001, only that portion of the change. And it's asking whether I want to stage that so that the commit picks it up. Next is N, which says no, do not stage this hunk. Next is Q, which stands for quit the process, and I don't want to go ahead with this process anymore. A means stage this hunk and all the later hunks in the file. D means do not stage this hunk or any of the later hunks in the file. G means select a hunk to go to. Now if you want to search for a particular pattern for the change that you have made, you can use this slash and provide a regex for doing that. J means leave this hunk undecided. So if you are, let's say, not sure whether you want to include this in the commit or no, just leave this undecided by pressing J. The same with the next one. And E means manually edit the current hunk. But the main options that you might use in your day-to-day activity is this Y and N. So in this case, I don't want to commit this change, right? 8000 to 8001 change that I had made. So I'll say no. So it moves on to the next hunk, which is port 9000 changed to port 9001. Now I want to commit this line. So I'll say yes in this case. The next is the last line, which is port 443 to 4431. So again, I'll say no because I don't want to stage this so that the commit picks it up. Now this process is done. So if I do git status, now you'll see the same file present in the staging area as well as the modified area. So if I do git diff dash dash staged, you see the staged portion only includes the one that I have, the one that I wanted to commit, the one with the port 9000 changed to port 9001. The other two lines are not staged for the commit. So this is how you can pick and choose which lines of a particular file you want to stage for the commit, and the rest you can keep it out of the staging area so that the commit will not pick it up. Now that we have staged the change, let's go ahead and commit. So we'll say git commit dash m changed port for dev profile, and it has committed the change. If we do git log one line, it shows the change, and this is the SHA for the git commit. Let's see what was part of this. So if we do git show, you see it included only one line that we wanted to commit. So that's how we can use git add patch. Okay, let's take a look at another helpful git command which lets you squash multiple commits into one. Now what does that mean? So I'm in a project called Git Advanced Project, and I've switched branch to a branch named squash commits. If I take a look at the log of this, the commit history of this branch, you see there are these 3 commits for the same commit message called added UAT profile. Now maybe there was a typo while committing, and to fix that I made another commit, and then to fix another typo I made another commit, or something like that. So it caused multiple commits for a particular logical change that I wanted to make. So if there was a way where I could merge or squash these 3 commits into single commit, that would make the Git history a lot cleaner than it is currently. So let's see how we can do that. So the command to do that is git rebase -i, where I stands for interactive, and then you say head tilde 4. Now let me explain what this means, right? So we are taking a look at these 3 commits. Now these 3 commits are part of the latest 4 commits in the current branch. So what we are saying here is take a look at the 4 latest commits starting from head and do a rebase interactively. So let's go ahead and run this command. So that command will present us with the screen like this. So it's showing the 4 commits that we asked for, and it's written pick against each of these commits. So pick means use the commit as is. Reword means use the commit but edit the commit message. So there's an option if you wanted to change the commit message, we can do that as well. But for the current use case, we want to look at this option called squash. What this means is use the commit but meld into previous commit. So what does that mean is you pick the commit but merge this with the previous commit, and that's what we want. So let's see how we can do that. So the latest commit logging level configuration, we don't want to touch that. Let's leave it as it is. So the commit 733, this added UAT profile, we want to merge with this commit E95. So we'll change pick and say S. So we can either say S or we can say squash, either works. Then the commit above it also, we want to merge it with the previous commit. So we'll change this to S as well. And the commit with AE39090, let's keep it as it is. So what this essentially would mean is this commit would get merged into this, and this commit in turn will get merged into this. So in the end, we'll be left with one commit with the message added UAT profile. Now let's go ahead and save this file. We'll say :wq. So it will present us to change the commit message if we wanted to. So if you see here, the message says please enter the commit message for your changes. So basically we merged 3 commits into one. Now still we have an option if we want to change the commit message here. So a line starting with hash will be ignored and empty message aborts the commit. So all these lines will not be part of the commit message, and so are the lines that starts with the hash here. So we can choose if we wanted to a different commit message, but let's keep this as it is. So we'll comment out this line so that it gets ignored, and even this line. So basically the line which doesn't start with hash is this line, and this message will be used as the commit message. So let's go ahead and save this commit message. We'll say again :WQ. And as you see, it says successfully rebased and updated ref head squash commits. Now if we do git log -- one line, you see now the commit message added UAT profile is there only once. Earlier there were 3 commits, right? It got merged into one single commit. Now if we see the content of this using git show, you see it shows exactly the UAT profile lines that we had added. So basically the change is included as part of one single commit now instead of 3. So that's how we can use interactive git rebase to squash commits. Okay, let's take a look at another helpful git command which lets you amend the latest commit. So I'm in the same branch squash commits, and if you see the log of this branch, the latest commit says logging level configuration. Now let's say I wanted to actually commit with a slightly different commit message, but accidentally I went ahead and committed this. So how do I amend this latest commit? So the way to do that is we can say git commit -- amend flag, and then -m, give the new message that you wanted to originally provide for this commit, right? So let's say logging level config to 1. So I'm just making this up. So this was the commit message that I wanted to use. So let's go ahead and do that. And now again, if I do git log, you see the latest commit has been changed with a message that we provided along with the -m, with the amend flag. But do note that amend can only be used for the latest commit. It cannot be used for commits in between. If we want to change commits in between, we can always use the interactive rebase which we saw earlier. Next, let's take a look at another useful git command which lets you cherry pick some of the commits which might exist on some other branch. So I'm in a branch called cherry pick right now, and if we take a look at the log for this, so there's only one commit which says initial commit. And if I take a look at the log for another branch called squash commits, you see there are 3 commits, the latest being logging level config to 1. Now let's say I want this commit for the logging to be part of my current branch cherry pick. So how do I do that? So all you want to do is git cherry pick and then provide the SHA for the commit that you want to cherry pick. Note that we are not picking this commit to be part of the cherry pick. It's only the latest logging level commit that will be picked up in the current branch. So let's go ahead and enter. So if I go ahead and check the log for this branch now there are 2 commits, the initial commit and the logging level. Note that the SHA for this changes because it's a new commit made on the current branch. And as you see, the added UAT profile commit has not been picked up because we never wanted that. We just wanted the logging level config commit to be part of this branch. So this is how you do cherry picking based on the commits that you want to cherry pick. Now let's take a look at the last helpful git command that we want to cover in this video. So we are in the branch called cherry pick, and the log for this git log for this looks like this. There are 2 commits. Now let's say there's a scenario where I made a commit, but I actually don't want that commit. I mistakenly committed the changes. So let's say this is the latest commit which I don't want. So if I want to remove that, how do I do that? So it's easy. All you have to do is say git reset head tilde 1. What this says is reset the latest commit from this branch. So let's go ahead and run this command. You see it unstaged the files that were part of the latest commit. Now if we do git log -- one line, now there's only one commit. The latest commit for the logging level is gone, but it does change the file and keep it for your review. If we do git status, so this application YAML is now modified with the changes that was originally part of this commit. So you can either choose to commit it with a different message, or you can discard this altogether. The choice is yours. So this is how you can get rid of any commit that you have made. So, but if you want to make more than one commit change, you can change the number here. This would basically discard the latest 2 commits from the current branch. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from me. Thank you.